Welcome students. Well, in this lecture, I am going to give you a brief about what is gender and what is gender equality. Now, let's begin by explaining you very simply. There is a man, or let me take it like this, there is a boy and there is a girl. Now, if a baby boy is born or a baby girl is born, this is the division which has happened because of sex. Right? Because the genitals, the biological sex. This is the biological division, you can say. Okay? When you are born, either you are a boy or a girl, for example. But when you are in a society in which we are living, then what happens? Then you are a boy and a girl. That is fine if it is biological. But what does society do? Society tries to discriminate between, this is between boys and girls. They do this with the help of some stereotypes notion. So they are discriminating because of the cultural difference they say that they are having. Boys can go out and play at late night, girls cannot do that. Who said it? Well, this is a created notion. This is something created by the society. It was not existing when you were born, was it? No. Now, the society creates the difference. So, the discrimination created between boys and girls leads to creation of what we call gender. Right, students? Now, what is gender equality or gender inequality? Let's talk about it. Before that I begin, another example I would like to share with you. When you were born, maybe you were a girl, when you were born, if you were wearing pant and shirt, you would look like a boy. So, because you are dressed up like this, it is till the time we are not making any discrimination, little babies, everything is fine. Only the mother, the parent, they know their sex. But if you dress up in a particular way, you tend to look like an opposite sex. So basically, the nature is also not discriminating in you. How the society is doing that? This is wrong. So there should not be any discrimination between men and women. However, the society tries to do it by restricting women. Right? Now let's talk about gender equality. What do we mean by gender equality? This term has been defined by many international organizations like United Nations Development Program also. What is gender equality? It's providing equal opportunities or capacities for both men and women to develop in a society. Okay? For example, if the boy is allowed to go to a private school or a girl is allowed to go to a school, the boy is allowed to go to a private school, the girl should also be allowed to go there. If the boy is taking PhD, the girl should also be allowed to do, depending what she wants. It is not restricting one gender and giving lot of leverage to the other. This is what our society do. When they say boys can come at late nights, girl cannot. Why? Because this is the discrimination the society tends to create, leading to inequality. So gender equality is saying, provide equal opportunities. If somebody is bright, more interested, they will excel. If they are not, they will flunk. But at least provide them opportunities to go to school. Provide them same opportunity for tuitions, etc. This is one example I have taken. Now students, how can you have gender equality? In India, there are a lot of inequalities which are created. Let's talk about it. Equalities like dowry deaths. This happens because of inequality. Molestations of girls, women, domestic violence against women, honor killing, acid attack against women, eve teasing, and many such other crime that keeps happening in our society. Now, why do they happen? Because there is inequality. Because a particular person or a particular gender can consider itself superior and the other gender is inferior. Why? There is no need to make a girl feel like that. When we try to create equal opportunities for both men and women, then only we can have an equality in the society. To tackle all these things, there are strong laws. There are domestic laws, dowry laws, sexual harassment laws in the workplace. But these laws should be implemented, then only girls can progress. In India, if you see students, we are lagging behind also in the sex ratio. What is sex ratio? The number of women born to 1,000 men. In India, we have 940 females to 1,000 men. We have very less sex ratio. It is improving indeed, but it is still less, right? There are 40 less. So you can see. Literacy rate. What is the literacy rate? How many girls are studying as compared to men? Men are having around 80% and women are still lacking. They are having around 64% of literacy rate. Why? Why is this discrimination? There are a lot of infant mortality. The child dies, the girl child is dying. There is a lot of female feticide when the girl child is killed in the womb of a mother because maybe the parents doesn't want that girl child. Well, there are strict laws against it now. Then women are tortured, the brides are tortured for dowry. There are strict laws, but then still these cases happen. Then there are honor killings, which on the basis of prestige of a family, they kill the girl and later on maybe the boy also if they do a love marriage, which is not in the same caste. There are acid attacks, eve teasing, staring. All these things are there which tends to create a discriminating world for women. Women needs to be more empowered. There are more NGOs who are working for them. But the need of the hour is, students, that there should not be discrimination made by the society. This we can do only if we are aware more education, more literacy for women, less dropout rate so that they can study for long. They need not get early marriages done. They decide for themselves what they choose. That will lead to a healthy development of this society. This brings us an end to this lecture. Stay tuned for more interesting lectures.